Good morning, students. Today we will study the topic heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, it is not necessary that all plants have to be autotrophic, as we have studied this autotrophic in previous class. There are few plants which are heterotrophic. Heterotrophic means they depend on others. Plants or animals for their food. Now, heterotrophic nutrition is again of different types. Now, first we will study the saprotrophic mode of nutrition. Like we can say it is saprotrophic, then parasitic, then insectivorous, and there is one another mode of nutrition that is heterotrophic in that will come in the category of heterotrophic, that is holozoic. First I'll discuss holozoic mode of nutrition. Actually, this holozoic mode of nutrition is that nutrition in which we take food in solid form. The best example of this holozoic is human beings. And this holozoic mode of nutrition I will discuss in more details in next chapter, that is nutrition in animals. So we will focus here only these three. One is saprotrophic, then parasitic, and then insectivorous. Okay. Today we will study these three, and in next class we will study the symbiosis. So saprotrophic. Sapro means dead and decay. Sapro means dead and decay. So they eat, that's saprotrophs, they eat dead and decaying matter, or we can say these organisms obtain their food from dead and decaying matter. The best example of these are dead bodies. Means saprotrophs are those which take their nutrition from the dead bodies, or we can say they survive on dead and decaying. Another example in this category will come is fungi. Okay, and mushroom is also an example of fungi. So what's the process in this saprophytes? How they take nutrition from dead and decay? Actually, these saprotrophs secrete digestive juice on dead matter. Then this digestive juice converts matter into solution. And this solution nutrients, then nutrients are available in the form of solution. It is clear now how they take their nutrition. Now next category is parasitic. In parasitic, the plants which take nutrients from another living plant. The plants which take nutrients from another living plant, it means the plants, there are two categories, one is host and another is parasite. So the plant which give the nutrition that can prepare food is known as host, and the another living plant that is dependent, that is known as parasite. So there are two terms, one is host and one is parasite. As you, the best example first I want to give you is dodder plant, or we can say it cuscuta. And another example is, in if I'll talk about the human beings, are worms. So in this what happen, actually worms, they live inside the body of some another organisms, or we can say these parasites are living in the body of some organism and obtain its room from another one. As we have discussed about the worms, worms are living in the body of human beings. So worms are known as parasite and human body is known as host. Clear it is? Right. Okay. Next one is insectivorous plants. In insectivorous plants, they depend on insects for their food. What happens actually in this insectivore, I'll give example, is that is pitcher plant. In this pitcher plant, leaves are modified into structures that help to trap insects. So leaves are modified into structures that help to trap the I can draw here the pitcher plant. It is like a jar or pitcher. There is a lid. This is called as lid. This is pitcher. And there are small hair-like structures or we can say hair in pitcher, hair like structure, hair in pitcher, that helps traps insect. Okay, now what happened, whenever an insect, suppose this is an insect that is flying, whenever an insect comes near the pitcher, there is a deep cavity inside. Now inside this pitcher is present a lots of digestive juices. So once insects fall, this insects fall into this pitcher, then these digestive juices help in digesting that insect. As the insect come near the pitcher, the rim of the pitcher is extremely slippery. That is extremely slippery. That's why as soon as the insects come in, that slips inside. So insect fall into this trap. As soon as the insect moves inside, that lid closes and insects get digested inside this pitcher. Now got it? Now this is all about the insectivorous plants. Actually this pitcher is act as insect trapping mechanism. I hope now you understand what are insectivorous plants. So today's we have discussed the saprotrophic, parasitic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In next class, I'll discuss the symbiosis and replenishment of nutrients into the soil. Okay, thank you students. Bye-bye.